Hey everybody, and welcome to week 3 of our class here at Rasmussen College on comparative politics. As we are, like I said, we're moving quickly along through our 6 weeks of class. This week we are moving on to two other nations. We are looking at Germany and Russia. So it should be a very interesting discussion this week as we examine these two nations. Our live class will be this coming Wednesday, which will be August 29th, 2018 from 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will cover again these two nations of Germany and Russia, so it should be a very interesting class that night. It's an extremely important week here, guys, as we have two papers due this week. You have your paper due on Germany on the power of union, and we're also having due our first thing on our main project, which is going to be a thesis statement plus an outline. The outline needs to be in Roman numeral format and should include resources. If you don't have sources listed, you'll suffer a significant point deduction if you don't have some resources done and listed in your outline or at the end of the outline. So please make sure that you have a reference page or that you're putting your sources in the outline itself. The thesis statement should be on the discussion on one of those three nations we've been talking about, which is the United States, Nigeria, or Mexico. So please make sure that you have chosen your nation and that you're starting your research and work on your papers. So I'm looking forward to getting those papers from everybody at the end of the week too. So we have two papers this week, guys. They're both due on this coming Sunday. So we'll have the thesis and outline for our main paper, and we will have the Power of Union paper on Germany also due this week as well also. And looking at the subject matter this week, guys, it should be a very interesting week as we will discuss Germany, which is a federation. It is a nation very different from what we've looked at previously in terms of the government like France and Britain. Germany has more local control in its governments. There are more provisional governments located in Germany. The power is not located all in Berlin like it is in France like in Paris for France, and in London for Great Britain. So big difference in the systems in Germany and France and Britain, guys. So we'll look at that this week. Talk about German society, talk about immigration in Germany, how it's similar and different to what's going on here in the United States. Then we'll move on to Russia. And of course, Russia would be a major discussion on Putin. So we'll talk about President Putin, his power in Russia, and where Russia stands right now. Is Russia a first world nation? Is it still a second world nation? Where is Russia in terms of its transition to a more stable economy and a more stable government style system? So very interesting two nations this week, guys, as we examine those. Remember, if you need to get a hold of me, please text, call, or email me. As you guys know, I'll always be available to respond to any of your questions or concerns. With that, guys, have a great week, and hope to see everybody on Wednesday for our live Classroom Module 3.